Hi, it's Gillian and I have a wig review for you today, and this is a gorgeous Jon Renau wig called Rachel, and she is in the colour 12FS12, also known Malibu Blonde. It's one of the new colours out from Jon Renau, and it's absolutely stunning, and it's not difficult to see why this wig is one of the most popular wigs in one of the most popular colours. So I'm going to hold her up here and you can see her. She is gorgeous, gorgeous beachy waves, really lovely length. It looks like a lot of hair here, but actually the weight in this is fantastic. It's not overwhelming, it's not overly dense, and the fibres feel, as you'd imagine, just absolutely luxurious, gorgeous in every way possible. She is a beautiful, beautiful wig. But what sets this slightly apart, yep, she's got maybe a slightly more expensive price tag than the likes of Heidi, etc. But she has a very, very different cap construction to what you've maybe seen in the past. So yes, she is a monotop. Yes, she is a lace-fronted wig. And as you will see, yes, she is hand-tied. I should say that too. She is fully hand-tied, not just the top, she is fully hand-tied. But she's a closed cap. So it's completely different to maybe in the past you've maybe been used to seeing open wefts. This cap does not have that. And if you're somebody that's saying, what on earth is she talking about? I will show you in a minute. I will show you one of the other wigs just so that you can see what I'm talking about. So standard velvet ear tabs, standard velvet cushioning for the back of the neck, and the standard velcro strapping, which means that you can adjust this wig for if you want to make it more snug, if you want to make it more loose. But this size that I have is the average cap size, so it's maybe worth checking your head if you want to sort of see what size you are. I've yet to do it. I'm pretty much, I seem to cope quite well with the average cap. Sometimes it might seem a little bit snug, but after a few wears it does stretch out a little, and you've also got that backup obviously of being able to tighten it if it was to loosen off anyway. So as I've said, it is a closed cap, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous warm blonde with little flecks, like sun-kissed pieces of those sort of lighter, more cooler tones. But overall this wig is a very, very warm style. So I'm going to hold up the Palm Springs Blonde colour, because I'm going to show you the cap construction difference in this wig here. And this is Kendall. And Kendall is Palm Springs Blonde, which is a lot cooler, as you can see, from Malibu, which is warmer. So this is 12FS12, and this one here is FS17 101S18. So that shaded root is going to look significantly different, and actually when I hold that up there you can't really tell. So yes, this is significantly darker than the Kendall with the 18 shade. So if that's something that, you know, has concerned you in the past with regards to the shaded root, if the 12FS8, which is a very dark root, scares you, then you do have the options to go that little bit lighter with these colours. I mean, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous summer blonde. Really, really nice blonde. And obviously I will be doing a review on Kendall. She will be coming up shortly, but this is really just to give you an idea, quick comparison. So I'm going to show you the caps, and then we can get on with this review so you can actually see Rachel on. So if I just hold them up like that, instantly you will see very distinctly different. So they can see the open wefts in these, which is machine made, and you can see that yes, obviously that there's a machine that's made the cap part, but in terms of the hand tied, you know, the fibres going in, this is fully hand tied, and you will see that the cap construction is different inside because this is completely closed. So this is definitely luxury. This is still a fantastic cap, still very, very comfortable, still one of the Rolls Royce in you know, wig brands out there. You know, I'm just literally showing you a comparison so that if you're new to wigs, then you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, So I'm going to go and pop her on so that you can have a look at her on my head. You'll obviously see I do have bio hair. That's been explained in past videos. And I think at some point I will do a proper introductory video, but for the time being, you just have to accept I am somebody that does have bio hair on my head, but I do empathise and understand fully what it's like to lose your hair. Okay, here we go. And you will see that I put this on with no wig cap because that is my personal preference at the end of the day. I just don't feel the need, and I feel that I get a lot of security anyway with it on my head. I don't have any issues whatsoever. So straight away, without doing anything to her, I've just plopped her on. She is magnificent, isn't she? Oh, she's just so absolutely gorgeous. This style is... it's casual, but at the same time, you know, you could still go out for a night out, you could still, you know, go and meet the girls for lunch, you could, you know, you could definitely go and do your weekly shop if you wanted dinner. She's not overly glam, but at the same time, she's still gorgeous, isn't she? She still looks like you've made effort, and you might have actually gone to the salon and asked for that sort of beachy wave when you've gone for your blow dry. So she is gorgeous. She differs slightly from Heidi. If you're somebody who's looked at Heidi, not sure whether to go for Heidi or to go for Rachel, there isn't a huge amount of difference. Slight difference in length, yes, and this one is pretty much all the way, same length all the way around, whereas Heidi is ever so slightly graduated, but there isn't a huge amount of difference in them, to be honest. I remember Heidi, I had that, and I had that in two colours. I had it in Shaded Sun and I had it in a 433. And then Rachel came out, and I really didn't know whether to sort of buy a Rachel or not, because I loved the Heidi so much, and I sort of didn't feel like it justified that extra length. But had I known just how magnificent this cap was and how comfortable and how different it was from the wefts, I would have got her in a heartbeat. So I'm slightly gutted, but doesn't matter. She's here with me now, and that's all that counts. So this is synthetic. This is not human hair. You cannot apply heat to this. You can rub your hands together to create heat, and that's about it. You really, really have to be very, very mindful at the end of the day that this might look like real hair, behave like real hair, and you know, it does give the full illusion that it's real hair, but it's not. So if, for instance, you wanted to put a comb through her, this is what you need. A nice wide tooth comb. This bad boy here is exactly what you need, and you need to take this around with you all the time in your handbag, because these fibres will rub together, cause a little bit of friction, and there can be a little bit of knotting. So you don't want that. You want your fibres to stay exactly as they're intended, and you're very, very mindful of this, and you put your comb through very, very gently, manipulating the fibres softly. If you feel that you've kind of put a comb through and you don't like it, you think, oh, I don't really like that, what have I done, what have I done? Then it's very simple. You can either take a bottle of water that you can spray, and you just dampen it down, and literally within sort of 10 minutes, giving it a bit of an air dry, a bit of a shake, a bit of a zhuzh, it will come back to life and the curl will actually stay. These fibres are baked in, so that's the difference really between synthetic and human hair. Yes, human hair is human hair, but it's going to be a lot more styling involved. You know, you see these styles in the photos, it might come like that initially, but the minute any moisture or anything hits that hair, it's going to drop, it's going to do what human hair does. These synthetic wigs are everything, because any moisture, anything at all that hits it, literally it will go right back to factory settings if you like, because these styles are baked in, which is why I would say, why on earth give myself more work with a human hair when I can't do my own hair? I have to go to the salon every week, when I can just literally take one out the box, give it a shake, pop it on my head, and that is me, salon ready. What you can also use, there are products on the market for synthetic hair. This is just an example of Jon Renau's detangling spray, which does exactly the same as water, to be perfectly honest, but it might have something in it that just adds a bit of extra condition for the synthetic fibres. Again, it's just a little spray, a little zhuzh, and that is it. You don't have to go gung-ho with this, but it is good if you've maybe had it on all day and you want at night before you put it away, you know, if you've maybe got the luxury of a wig stand, then you can spray it, give it a wee comb through, a bit of a shake, pop it on the stand, let it air dry, and then put it back in your box with the netting. That'll hold any kind of curl in place or style, and literally the next day you're good to go. So there you go. So hopefully you have found this review really helpful. If you are looking for a reputable company to buy from, I don't personally sell wigs, but I am just a huge lover. I'm an addict, and I get my own wigs. This one in particular, I get it from a company called Mimo Wigs here, based in the UK, but they do ship internationally as well. Michelle is fabulous at running that company. She is so good. The little touches that she applies are just like unreal. So when you get your wig and you're super excited because it's hair day, and I love hair day, she's made it that little bit extra special. So the first time I got my box, it came and it was all gift wrapped with a really nice bow, and it just, honestly, I was literally buzzing, could not wait to, like, it felt like Christmas and my birthday, you know, when you're like desperately trying to open it up. And obviously I wasn't going to be disappointed. So the next couple of orders that came in, she decided to go eco-friendly, thinking about the environment, wastage, paper, etc. She had the genius idea of gift wrapping everything in silk scarves so that they could be reused. And the way she wraps them is beautiful. So can I just take a little moment to... Yay! Well done, Michelle. We applaud you, because it's absolutely beautiful. It's those little touches that will keep the customer coming back again and again and again. And her presence on Instagram is there. You know, you've obviously got somebody that you could talk to. There's a lot of other girls in the wig community that are out there that will lend support. So by all means, I'm giving them a big, big thumbs up as a reputable retailer if you're looking to purchase. So that's all for just now. If you want to drop me comments, if there's anything you need to know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, please do. If you want to subscribe. There'll be some more videos coming up in the near future. And thanks very much for taking the time to watch. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Take care. Bye.